Burn it up. Blow it out though. Wow. We ready? We live. Okay, what's going on? All right. Individual, Mazu. It's like Deshaun, can you do me a favor, brother? Better grab me that wine if you could, brother Michelle. Maybe we'll blow it up quick. Yeah, you know. Hey, get that a hand. All right. I'm going to pass this to you.
Law Yasharala.
Give it out the hole. All right. Amazu, Mr. Stan. Everybody stand. Uncle Dominus face the east. This way.
It's the Lord's prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemaya.
Shabbat Shemaya.
Wadash.
Wadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Ka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Walapaka. Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Wasazaka.
Zai.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Baratazah.
Baratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayam.
Bashmayim.
Nathan.
Third.
Lanawa.
Another.
Lakam.
Call.
Kal.
Call.
Yawam.
The wall.
Wasalak Nawal.
Salak now.
Ka Wab Salak. Ka Wab Nawal.
Kawak did out.
Ka Salak Nawal.
Salak now.
Ka Salak. Ka Wab Yakanawa.
Kawasana.
Wala Salak. Wala
Wala.
Taba Yanawa.
Tabina.
Bana Sayawan.
Banasai wall.
Abab.
Ball.
Ha Washanaiwa.
Shina.
Bayan.
Bayon.
Ra.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Ka.
Amalakwa.
Malakwa.
Wa Alala.
Wala Allah.
Wa Hatapash Salak. Wa Ha Tapara.
Asapari.
La Awala Yam.
Now young.
Salak. Amen.
Amen. Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
Earth
In earth
as in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not into temptation.
Lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
Thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Shimmy house.
Barak Banaw.
Barak Lanao.
Wayashrala.
We got Shirala.
Wahab Bayas Sapari.
Matsapari.
Bahashem Yahweh Shah.
Shah.
The water.
The what?
Aman.
Come on. This is the blessed Israel in the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahweh
In
Shah.
the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalm 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Aisha.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Harari.
Hari.
Ma'ayin.
Ay.
Yawa'ah.
Yahweh.
Isaiah.
Sorry.
Isaiah.
Sorry.
Ma'ayin.
Ay.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'arasazah.
Badrataza.
Al-Yathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Yang.
Al-Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Marka.
Anah.
Ana.
La'ah.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'a.
Ya Yashan.
Yashun.
Ya Salaki. Shawamar.
Saramar.
Yashrala.
Yashala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalak.
Zalka.
Salaki. Al-Ya.
Alya.
Yam Yanka.
Yam Yanka.
Ya Wamam.
Yawamam.
Ha Shamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah. La'ah Yakab.
Ayaka.
What? Salaki. Well, y'all rock.
You're right.
Ba la ya ya al.
Bali Lala.
Yahweh. Yashamar.
Smart.
Ma ya call right.
My car right.
Yashamar.
You're smart.
Af na pasta.
Off the pass.
Yahweh.
You're how?
Yashamar.
You're smart.
Kaza afka.
That's after.
Wa ma awaka.
After.
Ma aita.
My
Wa I double long.
I will look. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hill.
I will lift up my eyes to the hill.
Which cometh my help.
Which cometh my help.
Help coming from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
You will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth,
From this time forth,
even forevermore.
even forevermore. Prayer for the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Shem Yahweh Shah.
Shimmy
By
Yahweh.
Kashah.
Bakashah.
By Philonowah.
Tanana.
Makah.
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 Larpa'ah.
Rafa'ah.
Kal Malakah.
Kamakah.
Wakal Marawa.
Kamanawan.
Makah.
Makah.
La Tahar.
That's a heart.
Ma Salaka Hak Matazarayim.
How much is it right?
Makah.
Makah.
La Kuayam.
The Hakuyam.
Hamatayam.
Hamatiyam.
Makah.
Makah.
Al Rakatwa.
Makah.
Hatama Allah.
Atama
The
Allah.
Garsha.
The Gorashah.
By Shem Yahweh Shah.
Shimmy Yahweh.
The one Almighty.
The water I want. Pray for the power of the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh
In
Shah,
the name of Yahweh Shah.
please give us the power.
Please give us the
The
power.
power to heal all men of sickness,
Power to heal all men of
all men in disease.
and all men of disease.
Power to cleanse the leopard,
Power to cleanse the leper.
power to raise the dead,
Power to raise the dead.
power against unclean spirits,
Power against unclean spirits.
cast them out.
Cast them
In
out.
the name of Yahweh
In the
Shah,
name of Yahweh Shah.
thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
All right, this is Psalm 83 in Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim.
Al-Tamayalaka,
Al-Taniyaka.
Al-Takarash,
Al-Takarash.
Al-Tashakwat,
Wa-Tasquat.
All,
All.
Kayahana,
Kahayara.
Awabika,
Wa-Ghadyaka.
Yahamayawam,
Yahama Yawan.
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash.
Al-Aimaka,
Al-Aibaka.
Yamawa,
Yamawa.
Sawadah,
Sawada.
Wata Watazawa,
Wata Tazawa.
Al-Tazapawanika,
Al-Tazabawaika.
Amarawa,
Amarawa.
Kawa,
Kawar.
Wanakakinam,
Wadakakidam.
Wanagagim,
Wadakakidam.
Walaya, Wala Yasar,
Wala Yisarakim.
Shemesh Yala,
Sham Yashal.
Awada,
Yawda.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Tazawa,
Atazwa.
Laba,
Laba.
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa.
Alyaka,
Alika.
Bara,
Barah.
Yakarwa,
The Karwa.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Adawam,
Adawam.
Washama,
Mashma.
Ayam,
Ayam.
Mawaba,
Mawaba.
Wagaryam,
Warrior.
Gabal,
Gabal.
Wamwan,
Warwan.
Wamalak,
Mawala.
Hadashah,
Palasha.
Amiyash, Amshabia,
Amashabia.
Tazawar,
Tazawar.
Gomashawar,
Gormashmor.
Nalawa,
Nalawa.
Aim,
Ayn.
Ayawa,
Ayawa.
Zerawa,
Zerawa.
Abanyalawat,
The one you will watch.
Selah,
Selah.
Ashlaham,
Asalaham.
Amadya,
Amadia.
Sar Sarah,
Sarai Sarah.
Kabadya,
Kabadia.
Banakor,
Balakal.
Wayashwan,
Wayaswar.
Nashedamwa,
Daddy Dustumor.
Bayadara,
By the rum.
Hayawa,
Ayawa.
Daman,
The man.
Nadama,
By the wall.
Setamwa,
Daddy Shamwa.
Nadaya Mabwa,
The Dayawamwa.
Kara,
Kara.
Kazabak,
Wakazabak.
Kazabak,
Kasabak.
Kazazal,
Kazazal.
Manai,
Manai.
Kana Shekamwa,
Hanaskamwa.
Ashar,
Ashar.
Amawa,
Amawar.
Nayarash,
Shayarash.
Nalawa,
Nalawa.
Ah, Nahawa,
Nawa.
Alahayim,
Ayahayim.
Alahaya,
Alhaya.
Setamwa,
Shayasamba.
Gagaka,
The dog.
Kwash,
The quash.
upon your request,
The fire request.
the Datma,
The Adama.
Basirika,
Basire.
Wabasawapaka,
Fire Sarpap.
Dabalaham,
Balaham.
Malaha,
Balaha.
Panyaham,
Bahaya.
Palaham,
Walam.
Wayanku Bashwa,
Wakormi Yadashwa.
Shaka,
Jumka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa.
Wanaba,
Wanaba.
Salakia, Wayabalawa,
Yahweh.
I,
Barad.
Yakapara,
Yakbar.
Wayabahab,
Yahweh.
Wayad, Salakia, Wayadawa,
Wayadabar.
Kayata,
Kaya.
Shemka,
Shamka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Abadki,
Abad.
Alawan,
Alawam.
Alkaharataza.
Alkaharata. Psalm 83 in English. Salaki. Keep not thy silence. Oh, Keep not thy silence on your house.
Keep not thy silence on your house.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy
And
peace.
be not still.
Be not
On
still.
your house.
Oh, your house.
For lo,
lo,
thy enemies make a tumult.
thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee,
They that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up thy head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have
against
taken
thy people.
crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden
And
ones.
consulted against thy
They
hidden.
have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation.
That the name of Israel
The name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
will be no more remembrance.
For the tabernacles of
For
Edom
the tabernacles of Edom
and the Israelites
and the Israelites,
of Moab
Moab,
and Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
the Baal,
the Baal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
Amalek,
and Amalek,
and the children of Lot,
and the children of Lot.
Salah,
Selah,
do unto them
do unto them,
as unto the
and
Midianites,
unto the
as
Midianites,
unto Sisera,
as that's the Sisera,
as to Jabin at
as
the
to
brook
Jabin,
at the brook of
at
Kissar,
the brook of Kissar,
which perished the indoors.
perish that
They
endure.
became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the
Like
earth.
their nobles like a rail,
Their nobles like a red,
and like Zayed.
and like Zaid.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes,
all their
at
princes
the bar,
of Zabah
and Zamuna,
and Zamuna,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to
the
ourselves
house of God
the house of God
in possession.
in possession.
Oh my power,
Oh, my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a
as
wheel,
a stumble before the
as
wind,
they stumble before the
as
wind,
the fire beneath their wood,
as the fires burn the
as
wood,
the flames set the mountains on fire.
as the flames set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
Persecute them
with thy
with
tempest,
thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy
with
storm.
thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek the
that they
name.
seek the name.
Oh Lord,
Oh, yeah, oh Lord,
let the name, let them
let them
be confounded
be confounded
and troubled
and
forever.
trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish.
and perish.
Let men may know
Let me may know
whose name
whose name
alone
alone
is
is
Yahweh
Yahweh
of the Most High
of the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth. SARS, this means turn. The Shabbat means be seated. And clap it up, clap it up. You know what I'm saying? That's that zeal. That brother was getting them steers. You know what I'm saying? He was letting them go. He was loud. He was loud. You already know, Hey, ain't no introduction, Y'all get died. Ain't no introduction, bro. Tighten up a little bit.
Yeah, I need
So
to tighten up right quick.
Well, welcome to the Sabbath Sabbath. We are doing it the Friday night versus the regular Sabbath service that goes tomorrow. Brothers will be heading out to Montgomery, Alabama. Clap it up for that. Montgomery with the boat. What is that? The resolution of the boat revolve. The Montgomery boat revolts. There we go.
Cinco de Agosto.
We forever remember August the 5th. That's what's going down. So, Slaki, again, I'm Officer 1,000 of Cause. Welcome to the Sabbath service. We are here to give you the book according to, we give you the God's word according to the book. You understand? We're letting you know that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true Jews of the Bible. And we're here to answer any questions that you may have. We're here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We tweet all. We're all social media platforms. So, have any questions, statements, please go ahead and chime in. If you're also watching, go ahead and like the page and share the page. Like this thing to get out. The more you chime in, the more algorithms come, the more it's getting out to everybody. All right. With that being said, what else we got going on? What else we got going on, brother? Anything else?
Feast of Memorial blowing the surface, September 14th.
Ain't right. Get prepared for that. Clap that up. The memorial of the blowing of the trumpet is coming up on the 15th of September. So be ready for that. We're gonna get locked and cocked for that. Lord said keep all these holy days. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said He reserved the Sabbath day for us, man. We're supposed to come together and they'll serve the Lord on the Sabbath days, not on a Sunday. Like I said, that's always a Christian worship. We're not Christians. We're supposed to come together on a Saturday, on the Sabbath day, and we got to keep it holy. You understand? So without further ado, she don't want to switch out real quick. Did you got your book on? Appreciate it. Yeah, slide on. You could watch yourself. All right. Hold on, brother. All right. Oh, he wants to blow the horn. Most High Christ. Your shall be seated. Hey, let's clap it for Hadar Moss joining us. Officer 1,000. Hadar, you got anything you want to say before we get started, brother? Oh, Salaki. I prophet, I guess. Officer 500. All right, my man, Salaki. Go ahead, brother.
So you know what I'm saying? Happy to be here.
Wait a minute.
Work of the Lord. You know what I mean, this is the Sabbath service. You understand? Going over the scriptures of the old, back then in ancient days, letting know You understand how the stories back then relate to today's time.
Nah. That's not how you. Nah, that's not Dartmouth. We know what he gonna say. He's supposed to say, "Hey, y'all know what time it is? It is Friday." Come on, man. I was waiting for that slogan.
If I could, I please myself 500 her.
Oh.
This is a Sabbath service. You know what I'm saying? Now you know what time it is. You know
What day it is.
It's Friday.
I'm not even gonna let that go. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
not gonna let that be a slogan
diligence.
for the Sabbath service. But anyway, hey, that's Officer Dartmouth. You understand? So we gonna get it cracking. If you got your swords on, you go ahead and turn to the book of Deuteronomy, 31st chapter. We're gonna the water the Yahweh die, who's gonna go ahead and break down, which was your Lashawan Kodash class. So it's only fitting for him to be right here going over this Hebrew for us. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and start at the verse 31. We're gonna read in the Hebrew, then we'll come back and explain it to you in the English. All right. Got any questions? Any questions at all? Please say Salakia, and we'll get to your questions.
Verse 31?
Yeah,
Should be chapter 31.
31 verse 1.
Verse 1. Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayalak, Mashah, Wayadabar, Af, Hadabarium, Ha'Allah, all call Yasharallah. Verse 2, Washamar, Alaham, Bun, Salaki, Bun, Ma'ah, Wa'aish, Salaki, Wa'aisharium, Shana, Salakia, Nakakya, Hayawam, La'a, Wakal, Iwad, La Taza'af, Walabwa, Salakia, Wa Labawa, Wa Yahweh, Amar, Alia, La'a, Ta'aibar, Af, Ha Yaradiwan, Salakia, Af, Ha Yardan, Hazah, verse 3, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Salakia, Hawa'a, Ibar, La Lapania, Salakia, Lapaniaka, Ha Salakia, Hawa, Yashamar, Salakia, Yashamyad, Af, Hagawayam, Hagoyim, Salakia, Hagoyim, Allah, Ma Lapanya, Salakia, Ma Lapanyaka, Wa Yar, Salakia, Wa Yarashtayam, Thumb, Salakia, Wa Yarashtam, Wa Hawa Shai, Salakia, Wa Hawa Shai, Hawa Ibar, Lapanya Waka, Salaki, Lapanyaka, Ka Ashar, Dabar, Yahweh, verse 4, Wa Aisha, Yahweh, Laham, Ka Ashar, Aisha, La Sayakal, Salaki, La Sayak, 1, Wa La Aid Wad, Malakaya, Ha Amaria, Wa La Art Salaki, Wa La Aratazim, Amar Salaki, Ashar, Ha Sham Salaki, Ha Shamyad, Atham, verse 5, Wa Nathia was Salakia, Wa Na Thanum, Yahweh, Lapanyakam, Wa Aishatham, Laham, Kakal, Ha Matazawa, Ashar, Tazawayathia, Thakam, verse 6, Kazakwawa, Kazakwa, the water, Wa Matazawa, Al Tayara Awa, Wa Al Ta'ir, Salaki, Ta'ir Ratazawa, Salaki, Ta'ai Ratazawa, Ma pan yaham kaya Yahweh alahaya salaka alahayaka hawa ha salaka ha halka imad la'a ya pan salaka la ya rapak wa salaka wa la'a ya Isabak pa verse 7 wa yakwar masha la Yahawashai wa ya Amar ala Yawa la Ayanya call Yasharala Isaac Salaki Kazak wa Amataza Kaya Atha Tabawa Ath Ha'aim Hazah all Ha'arataza Salakia Ha'arataza Ha'arataza Salakia Ashar Nashabai Yahweh La Abatham La Tata Laham Wa Atha the Nak Yala La Yan Salakia Ta Nak Yala Na last word with thumb.
Clap it up. All right, shoot. Before we even get started, I want to say, hey, big ups to those brothers that got their names yesterday, man. Big up to them brothers. You got some brothers that was raised up from young men to troopers. You know what I mean?
The Posh Ride.
The Posh Ride. What's the brother name again? We got what's the name again? We got Trooper Hamataza, and we also got Trooper Halak Ahmad.
That's right.
Halak Ahmad. So clap it up for those brothers, man. Got raised up. As long and pretty soon we got a couple more brothers getting soon to be raised up, and some sisters. You know what I'm saying? Who've been actually doing this work, and so they will get recognized for that later on. So, all right. So we're gonna go back and read this in the English.
Column 1. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verse 1 in the English. And Moses went and spake these words unto all Israel. Verse 2. And he said unto them, I am 120 years old this day. I can no more go out and come in. Also, the Lord hath said unto me that thou shalt not go over this Jordan. So this is Moses, man. Moses getting up there in age, man. Moses said, I can't come and go like I used to be. Now I say that all the time. I can't be coming back and forth like I used to be, man. I'm getting old. I can't do this no more. But so Moses getting up, he's 120 something years old. That gives you proof that, you know, when you follow the laws, the law, statutes, commandments, you know, back then we lived a long time. You know what I'm saying? We still live a whole life now. If you still follow the law, statutes, or commandments, you have a better chance at that. You understand? So you won't get shot by bullets, and you won't get, you know, taken out by unnecessary things that comes before you if you follow the law, statutes, commandments. That's right. Also, your children as well. Your children are also protected by our parents. You know what I mean? Many times parents go out, kids go out, things happen to them because our parents are not right. You know, father's not right. They're doing what the hell they want to do, and then our kids pay the consequences for that. So we actually got to start following law, statutes, commandments, and keeping them. That way, our the generations have a long life, long history. You understand? 120 years is a long time. That's right. But don't think about the 120 years is that they all decrepit and over, you know, shot and this and that. But they were still, I mean, you're 120 years old, still leading Israel, leading the nation. You understand? It was up until he got 120 where he's like, okay, look, I can't keep going back and forth like he used to. But prior to that, you know, he's 99 years old, 89 years old, still out there swinging his staff. He's still out there making things happen. That's what I hope to be. But not 99. But hey, if I'm still swinging, then hey, Lord be it. All right, so it's him saying he can't do this no more. So, but he's telling the children of Israel, but I still want you to go over to the Jordan because the Lord will going to be with you. That's Keep going. Verse 3, the Lord thy God, he will go over before thee, and he will destroy these nations. You do what? He will destroy these nations from before thee, and thou shalt possess them. And Joshua, he shall go over before thee as the Lord have said. He says right here, he shall possess them, right? He shall possess them, all the nations. You shall possess them. So when we go and say that all nations, like Edomite, we're going to possess them. Why is that so shocking? Edomites are their nation. The Lord said, we're going to possess them.
we're going to take them and bring them in captivity, just as they did us. So back then, it was the same thing was happening. So there's nothing new under the sun. The Lord did the same. He's going to do the same in the future that he did in the past. That's why it's important. And Dar brought up saying, we're going to go back in our history to understand these scriptures, because they say the same thing over and over again. We're going to possess these nations. And that's what happened. What's going on right now is that we was going across Jordan. It was taking lands, and the Lord was with us. We're possessing it. We're going to do the same thing.
Right.
The same thing is going to be carried out. Keep going.
Verse 4, and the Lord shall do unto them as he did to Sihon and to Og.
What happened at Sihon and Og and the kings of Amorites? Anybody know what happened at that time? Y'all remember? No. Go ahead, brother.
I mean, when we read further on, we see that they were destroyed pretty much.
Yeah, they were destroyed. But actually, at that back then and back in Numbers, it's like back in Numbers, we was fighting up against them. We went in. They took the land over from Moab. They took the land from Moab. We came in. We was trying to pass through that land, and the king wanted to fight us. We was asking, hey, we're going to go through your land. We're going to pass through. So he wanted to pass through. He wanted to attack us. So he got that smoke. He wanted that smoke, so we gave it to him. The Lord was with us. And we smote them, and we possessed the land. So he said we're going to do the same thing. Anybody know who Joshua is? Anybody know Joshua?
It's like that one.
Go ahead, brother.
Joshua is the one that came after Moses to lead the children into the promised land.
As we're seeing it right now, we're setting it up. He just said, and Joshua shall go over before thee, as the Lord has said. Keep reading. Verse 4.
Salakia. Deuteronomy 31 and verse 4. And the Lord shall do unto them as he did to Sihon and unto Og, king of the Amorites, and unto the land of them whom he destroyed.
Go ahead.
Verse 5. And the Lord shall give them up before your face, that ye may do unto them according unto all the commandments which I have commanded you.
She said, follow my commandments, man. I'm going to do unto them, just like I told you. Like this is like the Lord. I mean, Captain Zariak, which clap it up for Captain Zariak. He was down yesterday. Did a hell of a class, man, and brought some stuff to my attention. That was like the law, statutes, commandments that came down from Moses, man. That kind of, I didn't look at it that way. You understand? I read them scriptures over and over, which means sometimes these scriptures come real to you. And as my father would say, there's more meat on the bone sometimes. Right. When you're reading these scriptures, they'll come to life. You start seeing some things. So I read these scriptures many times, and I just overlooked that point when Moses was given the daggone 10 commandments, and they just couldn't take it. Go ahead, bro. I'm too wild. And they couldn't take it. That's why they only got the 10. So Moses was given this commandment. You just imagine Moses giving up the commandments, and there's thunder and lightning and boom. And they were like, yo, I don't want to handle this no more. Let the Lord talk to us. You talk to us. I don't want the Lord to handle us. I don't want the Lord to talk to us. That was going on, man. So it says here, and the Lord shall give them up before your face, that you may do unto them according as all the commandments which I have given and commanded you. Which means these laws, statutes, commandments are very important for us to follow. Right. We can't take things. We can't be like that incident happened in Montgomery, Alabama. Them brothers couldn't go through without the Lord wasn't with them. The Lord was with them, brother, that day. Now they may not be in the truth, but the Lord was with them. It was some injustice being done, and the Lord showed his right hand and put it on them, and that hat came off. Right. And it was on from there. And it was on from there.
That hat ain't never came down.
Yeah, I'm about to say that. I'm about to say that. Where did that hat go? It just stayed up there. It did, man. The Lord kept that hat. So I got you. Don't worry about it. The Lord kept that hat. But yes, that's what it is, man. So the Lord was with them brothers, man. So you can fight anything. Don't be afraid of nothing. The Lord is with you. The Lord is with you. No matter what situation you're in, the Lord is with you. You cannot be defeated. And that's what we got to remember on your job, in your homes, on your bills, whatever the case may be. If the Lord is with you, you follow the law, statutes, commandments, you can't be shut down. It may look like it's going to be a defeat because it looked like he's going to get his ass tore up. And he was. It looked like that. And then the cavalry came. And then I saw the Kashawan came with that chair. Y'all see the Kashawan? Y'all saw the Kashawan with that chair last night. Yo, I almost died, bro. Like, this brother here, man. But yes, that's what it. Keep reading, brother.
Come on, verse 6. Be strong and of a good courage.
What is courage? Anybody tell what courage is? Anybody know what courage is? Go ahead, brother.
Lack of fear. It's a lot to say.
Look it up. What we got? Let's look that up. Let's look at the definition of courage. It says, be strong. Everybody know what strong is. A strength, be of good courage. Go ahead, brother. What courage is? Oh. Okay, give you an example. You sure? All right, no sweat, man. No sweat. You got it?
Go.
Go ahead.
Oxford American Dictionary has it as courage, the ability to do something that frightens one.
Right. The courage, yeah, that's exactly right. To do something that you wouldn't normally do in normal situations. And a great example would be Aquaman. What we call Aquaman.
And then Aquaman.
Oh, Aquaman.
Aquaman.
We got in Alabama. Aquaman. Aquaman. Man. Man.
Man.
Aqua, that boy, that brother swim across to a fight. Now, he wouldn't have done that in a normal situation. I mean, if you ask anybody right now, bro, would you go over there and swim jump in the river, ocean, whatever it is, in Alabama, where they got all kind of stuff in that water? Would you jump over there and go save somebody for a fight? Hell no, man, I ain't doing that. But that brother said, you know what? That's out of courage. He just jumped. Oh, he gonna do it? Little man was gonna do it. He gonna jump in that water? Okay, then. So he didn't think that. So nobody would do that. But out of courage, that's what he did. Out of courage. You know what else? Another example of that? Them sisters. Them was fighting. Now, let me tell you. I know sisters, bro. They on the dock. Them sisters on the dock. Weaving their hair. And they ain't gonna swim. And they said, damn, all that. I see my brothers in trouble. They took that courage and commenced to whooping ass.
Right.
They helped their brothers, man. They started brothers in distress. They went to help. And no matter whatever weave they had in their head, and the sister like the head, whether it be weave or just a regular hair, they didn't like their hair to get wet. Now that dock wasn't all that big. It was a small, narrow dock. But they still went out there fighting for their brothers, man. They went out there fighting. The Lord was with them. And they was tearing people up. So that's courage. Doing something that you wouldn't normally do under normal circumstances. So the Lord said, be strong and of good courage. And that's what you have to be in your life. You have to be in good courage. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, bro.
The book of John, chapter 15, verse 13. Greater love have no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend.
And right, that is a good one, because we would do that all day long.
Right.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? We go out there, we war with each other with our brothers in them street corners. We war with each other and willing to die for each other. And didn't know the brother last year. Didn't know the brother 6-7 months ago. But he came into this truth, shed off the world. Now he became a part of this fold as he became a trooper, an officer. Now we lay down life for that brother. He'll do the same for us. That's courage, because you wouldn't normally do that. Because in the world, you by yourself, man. Hey, brother, I'm sorry, man. I can't rob you like that, man. Somebody comes and say, hey, man, look, somebody had to fight me. You like, first question you asking is, what happened? What'd you do? And I ain't going to die for nothing. Right. But you know, when these brothers come and say, hey, man, I need you, no sweat, we're coming. Because we know we stand by. There's a moral code that's in Israel. It's a moral code that we live by. We live by these laws, that's commandments. So therefore, I know what's in this brother's mind. I know what's in that brother's heart. I know what he's doing. So I'm gonna ask the questions. I'm coming for it. And that's courage. That's courage. We had to have that courage in our life. We had to have the courage and the faith to fight for the Most High. Fight for these laws, that's commandments. Even though we go out there all day and battle against people all day.
That's right.
That's what we do. We battle on Facebook. I see brothers battling on Facebook. They battle on TikTok. They battling face to face. Captain Zariak, the Kemet killer. That's just what we do. We battle. We go into when the normal circumstances, we just walk away from it. I ain't got time for this. Read it again, brother.
Salakia, this Deuteronomy chapter 31, verse 6. Be strong and of a good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord thy God, he it is that does good, go with thee. He will not fail thee nor forsake thee.
Man, y'all don't understand. The Lord will not fail thee nor forsake thee. Don't be afraid of things, man. I always say, if you're afraid of something, do that very thing that you're afraid of. You afraid of heights? Take your ass up in them damn plane and jump out. Not, of course, have a parachute on. It's called skydiving. It's like, it's called skydiving. You scared of snakes? Go take your ass in them woods and just walk through them woods, man. Shouldn't be afraid of nothing, man. Right. Nothing. Because the Lord is with you. That's the only way you would be afraid, because you've done something wrong. You wasn't right with the Lord. Something. Because since I got into this truth, there are things that I was a little timid of. But now, I'm not. There's nothing out there I'm afraid of. There is one thing. Making my election sure. You know what I'm saying? Endure to the end. I'm afraid not making it on them chariots.
Right.
But the scripture say endure to the end. Because you come into this truth and you warn right now, 10 years later, you might be out of the truth. So no one's guaranteed. So you got to endure this truth to the end. The only way you can get through it is with courage and by not being afraid. Because we're going to be doing some enormous things that you would never think you would do in this truth. I never thought I'd be sitting up there speaking on the microphone in the corner. Never thought I'd be doing that.
Right.
Somebody told me that, yeah, you're going to be on the corner. And my mother always tell me, yeah, boy, you're going to be a preacher's son. You're going to be a pastor. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to be a man of God. They didn't think this kind of man of God. They didn't think this. They thought I was going to be in a suit tie and all that. They see me in the street corners like, yeah, you something. You something. That's what they say. You something. But I know what I am. Damn it. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, what you just said is so heavy. And going back to the scripture where it says, be strong and of a good courage, fear not, nor be afraid of them. What you just said is so heavy. The preacher in the church ain't scared of nobody. You understand? I take that back. He's scared of everybody. He's scared of everybody because he won't go in and do what we do in the street.
No, that's right.
He got to do it from the safety of his pulpit.
That's
and
right.
now they don't even go to church no more. They do it at the house.
Oh,
they do
man.
it, they doing virtual sermons now.
Mhm.
So they live in fear. They're afraid of being a true man of God, where a true man of God is like Christ, and an austere man.
That's right.
You understand? With bloodshot eyes. They're gonna take a shot. You
That's
know what I'm
right.
saying? And that's the whole point. When you come in here in this truth and you get that whole oil poured on your head, that takes courage.
That's right.
It takes courage to turn on General Muhammad's class for the first time if you don't know anything about General Muhammad
Ooh-wee.
and sit there and listen to it. That takes
That's
courage.
right. Damn right.
It takes courage to lead your wife down a path of righteousness. Ladies, it takes courage to follow your husband down that same path of righteousness. Those things take courage. And if you're in here, you have a leg up on those jakes in the world that refuse to be taught and refuse to be led in a way that the Most High would lead us and have us to be to learn things. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah, right. Your sisters, y'all got courage too, don't you? Y'all sisters go through a lot. Y'all sisters go through a lot. The multiple ribs, the supporting your husband been gone. Saturday, every Saturday, he's gone out there warring. Y'all got y'all home taking down the home front, holding that home front down. Your mother's telling you crazy for what you're doing. Your head wrapped up. All these things, your dresses, you wearing dresses now? All days going to class. It takes courage to do this thing, man, because you're gonna be looked at as you're the odd one out. But the Lord looks at you as that's my daughter, that's my son. So we can't live for what the world wants us to be. We gotta live for what the Lord told us to be. Right. The hell with what people think about you. We always said that. Forget what people think about you. I really lived that. I don't give a damn what people think about me no more, man. I walk out there with my shield of David on. I walk out there with my daggone fringes on, hanging down. And they look at me like, where's this biker going to? Hey, so you driving a Harley? No, I'm damn Harley, man. I'm on the pulpit, brother. I'm going to class, getting it in. You know what I'm saying? So, but what you said was heavy about General Muhammad. If you could watch General Muhammad class and get through it for the first time, because I'm telling you, after my real watch with General Muhammad, like, I don't know about him, but it's amazing because at first they can't stand him. They hate him. Like, I don't know about him. Then after a while, they come back. Oh, I can't wait to General Muhammad class come on. You see that transition? You see that transition? I can't stand it. I don't like what he's saying. So, damn, he brings some heavy points. I like it. Then it starts sounding like you. Oh, that was heavy. Like, really?
Oh God.
That was heavy what he just said. Anyway, go ahead, but you got something.
I got a precept if I may. And what's so heavy about that Deuteronomy 31 is where he's saying, be of good courage. Joshua had so much respect and esteem for Moses, he repeated it to the children of Israel in Joshua chapter 1, verse 7. Only be thou strong and very courageous, that thou mayest observe to do according to all the law which Moses, my servant, commanded thee. Thou turn not from it the right hand or to the left, that thou mayest prosper with whithersoever thou goest. Right. It's important that we have courage. It's important that we're not afraid. What the Bone Crusher say? I ain't never scared. It is important when you're in the truth to never be afraid. Right. What are you afraid of? Your power kills and makes alive. All right. Who are you afraid of? You should fear God and no one else. All
right. Now clap it up for that, brother. Clap it up. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Like y'all one, if I may, one of the precepts that was brought out yesterday that gave me a lot of strength coming to the truth and understanding it as well would be Matthew 10 and 28.
Hey, bring it up.
Khan, this is the book of Matthew 10 and 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. Rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
Break it down.
So that's pretty much saying that don't worry about somebody that can just kill your flesh or your body. The soul that you need to worry about. A man can kill the body, but can't just destroy your actual soul.
Who can destroy that soul?
Christ.
So who?
Well, the Most High.
Most High. So the Most High, how can he destroy your soul?
He can destroy our soul by what he does here on earth, having us living in hell on earth.
Give me some examples of him. That's a good answer. Give me some examples of the hell being brought out.
The current state we're in now is blacks, Native Americans, and Hispanics being oppressed by the white man, being oppressed by the government that we are, have our foot on, who we're under the foot of now. Is that oppression and just like how it is now, being able to go outside and have to fear, get pulled over by the police, have to fear how you look walking into the stores, all that. That's our hell that we're living in.
All right, clap it up for him. That's right.
So hold
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. This is what some hell we going through that y'all go through. I got a brother's perspective. I want a sister's perspective of the hell that we going through. How you see this world has been tormented in hell. Don't be shy.
Well, I feel
Listen.
for one, how they look at us as black women. They
Mhm.
over-sexualize.
Mm.
Like, it's even to where it's the point where big girls.
Oh yeah, oh
You
Lizzo.
know,
Lizzo.
they're half naked now
Mhm.
anyway. Thinking that, hey, it looks good because that's what society is telling us.
Mm-hmm.
And we're pretty much the only ones that, they're doing that.
That's right. That's a damn good point. Anything else? Any other sister want to give it a shot? Jasira? How we living in hell? No, clap it up for sisters. That's right. Clap it up for. All right. You gonna be on something?
Yeah, when you was talking about that scripture you just read that again. That Matthew chapter 10. Read that one.
Khan, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul.
Start right up. Are not able to kill the soul. The oppressor can't kill our soul. He can't. That thing that makes you who you are, he can't kill that. Keep going.
But rather fear him which is able to destroy both body. But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
All right, now we know hell is a condition on earth. How do you get your body and your soul destroyed at the same time? I'll give you a clue. 1980s through the 80s through the 90s, called a crack epidemic. Your body was afflicted and your soul was warring with your flesh.
Yeah.
Prostitution and whoremongers, same thing. Alcoholism, same thing.
All right.
All those things are hell.
All right.
When you're a DUI and you can't stand up and move around, we all got that uncle in the family that he drank a little bit too much, and when he stand up, he fall over, and you can't understand nothing he's saying.
Lucius, Uncle Lucius.
Uncle Lucius. He's being tormented. He's in hell.
Mm-hmm.
His body is in hell, and his soul is in hell, because the alcohol is a poison to him. Where we're supposed to have the strong drink and the wine, but we're not supposed to abuse it.
Right.
So when you abuse those things, you're putting yourself in a hellish condition. And the Most High allows you to be in a hellish condition because we chose not to do what? Keep the law, statutes, commandments.
Right.
So that hell that we go through on a day-to-day basis, it's your fault.
Yeah.
That is your fault. That is literally your fault. Now, the turmoil we go through, that's your oppressor's fault.
I can give you one further than that.
Go ahead, Arnold.
Even deeper than that. When you come back, not falling lost in the commandment, you come back to this life. Your body was destroyed already. Since somebody shot you, killed. But now you wouldn't fall lost in the commandment. That's why you got shot and killed. Now you've been put back on this life to redo it all over again. Now you might come back with one arm. You might come back with a hole in the heart. You might come back with all these types of things because the Lord just destroyed your soul. So when people say, oh, what they say, YOLO, only live once, don't believe that. Don't believe that.
Right.
You leave more than that. You be coming back trying to get this damn thing right over and over again, and you've been failing every single time. But thank the Most High that you're in this school right now because you found it out and you woke up and you understood, and the Lord called you into His great place. So now you're on the way to being a great person. You're on the way to serve the Most High God, so your body won't get destroyed and your soul won't be destroyed because we're in this truth. So the water commands in your hand is clap it up for Him. We gonna keep on rolling. We got any who's on in class? We got any questions, any statements in there? What's going on? Everything to what? All right. Keep going.
Come on. Verse 7. And Moses called unto Joshua and said unto him in the sight of all Israel, Be strong and of a good courage.
Hold on. Read a little slow again. And Moses.
And Moses called unto Joshua and said unto him in the sight of all of Israel.
Hey, Joshua, front and center. This is all of Israel. Joshua. So you know, if he's calling Joshua in the middle of Israel, that brother was doing some extraordinary things. He had to be out there stabbing, killing, following orders, kind of the one kind. He must have been the hard charge to be called out in front of all Israel and tell them what?
Be strong and of a good courage.
Keep going.
For thou must go with this people unto the land which the Lord has sworn unto their fathers to give them, and thou shalt cause them to inherit it.
So what he just did, what y'all just witnessed right there, passing of the torch. I'm old. I'm 120 years. I can't do this. I can't go back and forth. But Joshua, that boy there, you know what? Take these people, cross over to the Jordan. The Lord's going to be with you. Be strong and of good courage. And take these brothers over here to the land so we can inherit it. That's a hell of a damn thing to be bestowed upon your shoulders.
Come on.
Young men to be called from young man to trooper, from trooper to officer. That's a heavy thing. Don't take that lightly. That's on your shoulders. You got the whole Israel on your shoulders. When you up here speaking the truth, when you out there representing, it's on your shoulders. So those names that you guys got yesterday, proud of it. We're proud. Proud of it. Yeah. World might tell you it's a small thing. They may look at you, oh, that's your name. Oh, that's a crazy name right there. But the Lord has given you a name is mighty and great. You know that precept what it says about a name. There's a precept that says about your name being changed. It's better to have a good name. I'm paraphrasing it right. So don't take those names lightly. Halak, I know you're watching, brother. Most High in Christ, but you got a lot on your shoulders too. Right. You got a lot on your shoulders, brother. You about to be reading, about to be stepping it up. Because this is what the Lord wanted to do. Right. You understand?
So
go ahead.
Precept.
Got the precept?
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 1. A good name.
Now what?
A good name is better than precious ointment.
Say it again. Say the first part again.
A good name.
It's Lakia. What's your name? What's your name? Say it again.
A good name.
Say it again.
A good name.
Keep going.
Is better than precious ointment. And the day of death than the day of one's birth.
Why does it say that? It's precious the day of death than one's birth. Now in the world, people celebrate births. Oh man, my birthday. Women celebrate it for 7 days straight. Who knows? A whole month. But this is something in contradiction to what we just said. A death is better than your birth. Because when you die and they remember your name, what's your name again, brother? Damn, you so and so, son. That's damn, bro. We heard about you. We read about you. You leave a legacy on for your children. That's how they get through the names. I mean, your oppressors do it all the time. You Donald Trump, son, they get in just on their name. They get in on their name. Israel the same way. Akaz, damn, I know your father. I know your daughter. You know what? Let them on in. It's better to have a good name that you carry out. Sisters, your husband with a good name, you go somewhere. Who's your husband? Officer Akaz. Oh, damn, that's a good brother. Y'all see it all the time. What's your husband's name? So oh, that's a damn good brother. Them brothers who pass on, Makatazah, when we hear those names, we like, damn, that was a hell of a brother. We remember them brothers, man. What's the other brother up there? Atlanta school. Forgot the brother name, but Common War. It's like a Common War. These brothers have good names to where they're not even here, and we talk about these brothers.
Right.
Because their name meant so much to the school, so much to the generals that their name will live. They will forever live on in our school because of their name, and their families will ever be. You know what? I know your son. I know that brother was a good brother. And whatever they need, we got them because of their name. Go ahead, bro.
Salaki, if I may, I got a precept and I want to mention a name too.
Go ahead, bro.
Because the sisters, I know y'all might be feeling some kind of way. He keep naming up all these brothers.
Oh yeah,
but it's a
So I
sister
know.
with a good name. That's an Israelite. Her name is Joy Morgan. She gave her life because she didn't want to have sex with a African.
Damn right.
You understand? So sisters can have a good name as well as the brothers.
Need to have a good
You
name.
know what I'm saying? I got a precept verse. This is Proverbs 22 and verse 1. A good name, Salakia, a good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. It's better to have that good name than be the richest man on the planet.
But he said something important. He said chosen.
Come
That
on.
name was chosen for you. You can't go ahead and name yourself. Yeah, they're naming themselves. You elder so and so. Yashim by Israel. You can't rename yourself. You have to be chosen by your characteristics, how you are, in your faith, your walk in this truth. So that was a damn good precept you pulled. So you want to continue? My bad.
Oh, no, that was it.
So it's good to be chosen. I couldn't have chose my name. If you gave it, I wouldn't have chose. I would chose something else.
Right.
But the name they chose for him is fitting for me.
Right.
It's fitting for me to take.
Y'all the one.
My man. To seize. I love it. I'm like, damn, that is me. Yeah, that's me. Like, my bad. What's up, brother?
What I was gonna say, go back to what you just said, and it goes back to Moses talking to Joshua and Joshua receiving what Moses had to had for him. When you receive your name or you receive the accolade from those men that are above you, that means they see something in you.
That's right.
You know, a name in the world, we get an English name. It don't have any meaning.
No meaning.
But when you come in the truth, whether you are a brother or a sister, your name, once you get your Hebrew name, it has meaning.
Right.
You understand? What's your name mean, Napatride?
Like it, sir. It means hungry soul.
Hungry soul.
And that's fitting for them. Yeah.
So your name has meaning. So people in the world, they'll look at it like that's a crazy name, but you understand the meaning, and we understand why you got it. You understand? And that's the thing about brotherhood. The brotherhood is going to prepare you to be of good courage and fear not.
That's right.
Because we have good courage and we fear not. We do the will of the Most High, and us doing the will of the Most High will what? Prepare you to do the will of the Most High. Remember, young man, I mean, not young man no more. I don't want to call you that no more.
You can't call him no more. Trooper.
Matazah. Your name will be greater than all our names.
What's the name again? What it means again? Courageous. Goddamn. Clap it up. Courageous. We just going over that.
Talking about your name.
We talking about you all day today. Courageous. Damn. Most High Christ.
So your name will be greater than ours, not because we haven't done any work.
Ain't gonna be greater than mine.
But because you have a lot of years in front of you.
That's right.
And if you hold on to this truth, you can do even greater things than Commanding General Yohanan.
That's right.
Because of being here, having the courage to stand and listen to the generals, the captains, the officers above you, taking orders, doing this, taking out the trash, cleaning the bathroom, doing those small things. That's what Moses recognized in Joshua. The small things, along with the big things, but it's those small things that gave us a foundation.
Right.
And that's what it is. That good name will take you a long ways, more so than having riches and wealth. That good name, being a great person in the work of the Lord, that will take you so much further. Ask Captain Mawakar.
Yeah.
Ask Captain Kahan Thumyar.
Right.
Ask Captain Dagagabar. You understand? Ask General Yohanan. A good name will carry you so much further than your riches. Salak, y'all.
No, you good. Clap it up for him. You can lose them riches. You can lose the riches all day long, but your name, I mean, y'all seen it. Y'all probably your grandfathers. Your grandfather, because y'all remember your grandfather, the names, because they carry on. He didn't have no money, but you remember his name. Like, yeah, grandpa, man, he was a That was a good brother. He taught us a lot. He was strong, but he walked through some things that we never walked through. So they fought through things that we never fought through. So their name went a long way. And if you ever watch the brothers when they get their names, watch their faces when they get their name, man. They just like, damn. Because it's something that it does something to you. And you're surprised when they get the name. They call you up, hey, come up here, brother. You're like, huh? What's going on? And they bestowed you a rank or your name, but that name was something I can remember. I mean, it's just like I went into a daze. I didn't know what the hell it was. I done misspelled it. I done said it wrong a couple times. I just had no idea. I was just amazed that the brothers called me up, poured on my head and said, and tell me my name. I'm like, I got a new name. It really felt like I was born again. You understand? I was born again. Go ahead, sis. Oh, I remember that. I remember your days. Yeah, yeah, right. Oh, yeah. It's like I'm going to set it up for you. I'm taking the sisters because back then I was what, Trooper 50? I was running errands back then. My job was to take brothers and sisters back and forth to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I had my duties I had to do. So I'm taking sisters back and forth. So I'm getting phone calls. Hey, yeah, where that sister at? She's using the bathroom. Hey, I need that sister here. Come, but she's in the bathroom. I can't do nothing. So yeah, go ahead, sis. So she be running back and forth. And they was calling and calling. Go ahead, sis. I had to set up for you. Go ahead.
I was terrified. I was like, you got the shit on here. I was like, what did I do? It's like in the bathroom, what did I do? But I have to say, when I got my name, it was so crazy because I was just like, wow, is that what they think of me?
Right.
Like, I'm compassionate.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was amazing.
I'm right. Clap it up. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it. I had no idea. When I went up there, you had all these people from everywhere. It was the cookout. I was terrified.
Yeah. See, the small things that you've done was on a grand scale.
I really appreciate it.
Ain't no sweat. You just never know. You're on a grand scale. This is the little small things that you do. And sometimes your name is for you to also what you are and not to live up to.
Right.
You understand? You have to live up to that. You got to walk the name. So even though you haven't gotten your name yet, it means you have to work and you have to work and you have to work because you never know when they say, okay, it's been enough. The Lord said it's been enough. So you could have been in here, 2 years, 3, whatever. Keep on waiting. That name is gonna come. Pastor Rob, no. The Pastor Rob, no, he knows about that. He knows. Go ahead, brother.
I don't think nobody had to wait longer than me.
I think he's right on point with it, but go ahead.
Myself and the Pastor I, we're probably neck and neck.
Yeah.
I think I had to wait longer than you.
Damn.
Sister Rakamia, you and I got our name on the same day. The way you feel, I felt the same way.
Yeah.
When Calvin Rossazaya told me my name, I looked, I said, I almost cried.
Hey,
I almost cried because in my mind, I'm like, you ain't just call me that. That's not what you just called me. I'm on my second name. That's how important a name is.
Yeah.
You understand? The Most High, he set brothers out here before us to go through the trials and tribulations of setting up this school, getting this truth together so that we can have it. So when we come in and we're hit with, bam, this is what they think of me.
Wow.
If you don't shed a tear when you get your name, or go home and shed a tear when you get your name, it is literally something wrong with you.
Hell yeah.
Because being around your brothers, being around your sister, people that you never even met in your life, and they show you the love and kindness that you've been yearning for your whole life, and then they give you a name that you were never thinking about. Never thought of yourself in that way. That makes it even more better. That shows the spirit of courageousness that you have to endure that long. Because me, I almost gave up. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Gashan to tell you, Gashan got his name for me. It took Gashan was in the troop a week. He got here the next week.
That ain't true. It ain't true.
That would seem like to me.
That ain't really true.
That would seem like to me. That would seem like to me because it was we're enjoying ourselves, having a great time, learning and all that. So time flies. So when you see your brother get his name, like okay, but then I'm sitting back like, damn. I've been here just as long as you. I mean, all the classes too. What's the problem? But then I understood. It's not for me to decide. It's for the men above me to decide. And once you realize that the men above you love you enough to be patient That means you have to be patient.
All right.
You have to show the courage to wait and not give up. Fear not. Don't worry about it. You in here to get the education that you never received before in your life.
Yeah.
That is the truth of the Bible. The name is one thing, but the truth is more important than the name. You can't have your name without the truth. You understand? Go ahead, other one.
You sisters who husband gonna name you, Lord be with you. Lord be with you, because it might be wild. You might take a long time for that brother to say, you know what? Let me go and get his sister this name. But even then, he's watching, and it's up to him to say, you know what? He's ready. So don't look at your other one like, hey, he never get my name. Don't look at it like that. Just be patient with it, because he's developing something in you. Just like our men above me was developing something in you. Right. They make it. They're putting you through some tasks. You're getting developed. They're watching, and then once it comes so forth, he's ready to know to give his name. You know, I didn't know when I was giving my real name. I had no idea. It was just, okay, it's time now. Let's get it. And I did it. So I just follow what they're doing. I'm seeing what they're doing. And then when the spirit moves me to say, okay, it's time. And you'll get it. The Lord was, it's time. And then you go ahead and get your name. So don't be discouraged. You know what I'm saying? Don't be discouraged. It'll come through. All right, go ahead, brother.
Like I want, if I may, it was very powerful. Everything that you're saying is very heavy right now. Because I'm still vying for my name as well.
Right.
And with the spirit of brotherhood, it really overtook everything, because last night when the two troops were called up, it's like a lot was rolled up there so fast.
Ain't joking, boy. But did y'all see his lock face? Boy. Man, look. That nigga, he quick with him and shoot. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Just the honest, pure joy that I had seeing brothers up there getting their name was just really amazing. Because I've seen, the work that
they do. Yeah, brothers work hard. Right.
And it's like we shared it at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
I had a friend here with me, and he came up afterwards. He was like, "You next." But it really wasn't until he said that I was like, "Oh yeah, I think he hit mine." But it was just I'm in the moment.
You in the moment, yeah.
These brothers,
all right.
That accomplishment.
What's sound crazy? If you seen her lock, bro, like you said, if you don't shed a tear, or damn near, man, something wrong with you. Because I was the same way. I thought something was wrong with me. I'm like, damn, we always talk about being masculine. But hey, but I was like, look, nigga, yeah. Sure, pour me a shower, nigga. Yeah. And if you seen her lock face last night, that brother was like, what? I thought he gonna knock me out. He gave me that. He was like, boom, boom. I'm like, damn, brother, you gonna be all right. But I felt this joy. I seen it and understood. That's what a good name do to you. Because them brothers see that in you, man. And it's just amazing, man. So those people, the brothers and sisters in the world, they don't experience that. They see a name. It's just a name they got from their grandma. This. But in here, like you said, that name means something. And you got to live out that name, and you got to walk that name. I try to take as much stuff as I can, you know what I mean? I try to seize as much stuff as I can, because that's my name. I'm going to take it. Other than that, finish the last verse out for me, brother. Read it again from one more time.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 31, verse 7. And Moses called unto Joshua and said unto him in the sight of all Israel, be strong and of a good courage, for thou must go with this people unto the land which the Lord hath sworn unto their fathers to give them, and thou shalt cause them to inherit it.
So in closing, man, go get the land that the Lord has given you, man. Go get your inheritance, man, from the Father.
That's right.
Keep these laws, statutes, commandments, man. Walk in good courage and good faith, and be courageous. Be courageous in this truth, man. You never know what the Lord gonna take you to do. You have no idea. You're a small man or a sister right now, but you seen the Bible, Ruth. You got the books named after brothers. Joshua got a whole book named after them. Right. So you never know what the Lord's gonna take you to be. And remember, as they got their names into the Bible at that time, they were in the Bible. They were just living their life, doing their thing. The Lord saw fit to put those brothers and sisters or in the Bible or inside this Bible, or put them as in the name in that Bible later on. So don't worry about what people think of you. You do what the Lord tells you to do. You follow all His commandments and do what you know. The Lord will see you. The Lord will put you to greatness. I always used to say, people are like, oh man, you trying to do this, you're trying to do that. Nah, if doing my job puts me above everybody or better than them, I'm talking about in the world. I was playing football and I was the best at whatever I did out there. I just did the best. But it wasn't I was trying to be the best. I just did my job.
Right.
So if my job was to catch the ball and run, I caught the ball and ran. Whatever your job is, you do it to the best that you can. But if that best that you can is putting you above everybody, then so be it. The Lord is with you.
That's right.
So keep doing your job here in this truth. And if the Lord see fit to raise you up to officer or put you in front of Israel or to do whatever, that's the Lord's choice to do. You just keep doing what you do. All right. Anybody got any questions? Any comments? Anything? Sure. Some comments. Good job, Officer Thomas. Damn. Water, sir. Great class. Oh, no. Hey, the water, the brothers on the stage. Dog was kind of quiet tonight, wasn't he? He didn't say much tonight. He must have something on his mind. You all right, brother? We'll chop it up later. You good? Hey, I know it, brother. Something like that. You didn't say much.
No, it's like if I could, you understand? I mean,
Besides, it's Friday. We know what day it is, man. Even know what time it is.
well, it's like if I could, you understand me. I've done Sabbath service for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And you were on fire, sir. You know what I'm saying? It was your time.
Hey,
You understand? Same thing with y'all with that. You know what I'm saying? To be on the podium.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be in charge of Sabbath service. So, sir,
Right.
if I could, you know, I'm Hadar Ma. My name means to honor the truth.
Ooh, honor the truth.
You know what I
Man,
mean?
clap it up for that, brother. Honor the truth.
So, and if I could, in this context, the truth is, I didn't need to say anything.
That's true. That's true.
I didn't need to say anything. Truth is, I could just sit back and listen and learn some more, sir.
What's that, Christ? See, I love having Hadar up here because Hadar, he's well spoken to me. I'm not that well spoken. I just come out, I stutter, slip over the words, but Hadar coming in smooth and just let me clean it up, Officer Kaj. And he cleans it up for me. He cleans it up for me. This brother here just coming just loud. He just come right at you. He's like in your face, bam. But that's all the strength that we have. This is the strength. This is what God uses. He uses everybody. Everybody have different talents, different gifts, and you have yours too. All right. That being said, we're gonna go ahead and in the class. Individual, Amacho.
La Yasharala.
It was good.
Yeah, well.
Gotta watch it. All right, Israel, Amacho.
Down Papanomi means to face the east.
So,
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abano. Shabbat
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodak.
Kodak.
Haya.
Haya.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Lakbaka.
Allah.
Abaa.
Abaa.
Zayaka.
Zayaka.
Haya.
Haya.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Baratza.
Baratza.
Hawa.
Hawa.
Haya.
Haya.
Mashamayim.
Shemayim.
Bun.
Bun.
Anawa.
Anawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Cow.
Cow.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Abawaknawa.
Abawaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Abawaknawa.
Abawaknawa.
Wala'a.
Wala'a. Palestine one.
Oh.
Oh.
Hoshana.
Hoshana. Haya. Right. Haya. Lakam.
Malakwa.
Malakwa.
I will love you.
I will love you.
Come on.
so Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father,
Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom come.
thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth
In earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Give us our debts.
Give us our debts.
As we give our debtors.
As we give our debts.
Lead us not into
Lead
temptation,
us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory.
and the glory.
Forever.
Well,
So be it.
So be it.
This is the prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem.
Hashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Rakanawa.
Wayatala.
Hamaya.
Wayatala.
Hurry.
Hurry.
Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
What?
What? All right, this blessed Israel in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
The name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us. In the school.
And school.
In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
So be it.
SARS. So it's a turn. The Shabby needs to be seated. With that, we're gonna pass the class over to Officer Gashan. All right, clap it up.
Shalom, Israel. These are the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana, rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. The book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means tenth in the Hebrew. My Asherah. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations will be the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. It'll be Friday, September the 15th. You can find it in the book of Leviticus, chapter 20. Salakia. You can find it, in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. And we would like to remind all Akim and Akwab to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And we'll be holding the feast of the memorial of blowing the trumpet right here in Atlanta at 3353 Glenwood Road, Decatur, Georgia. We would like to ask you to Google the address every time you come to the school. It helps out with the algorithm, help get the school notice. With that, one courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel, Amajim, means stand. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh, and what I just said in the Hebrew, translated to the English, may the Lord, in the name of Christ, bless you. Yad Matap, means hands down. SARS, he's turned to the sisters. Sisters, Amijah, means stand. We'd like to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amijah Shabbat, Amijah, Barak, Yahweh, and what I just said in the Hebrew, translated to the English, may the Lord watch over you in the name of Christ. Yad Matap, please hands down. Class dismissed.
I saw the call, I didn't know whether you want crunchy or creamy.
Yeah, probably.